Hey everyone, Zer in the house, and welcome back to another video. World of Vision, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Today we're going to have a look at the new Vision cards that have been released in World of Vision with the Dragon Quest collab, and we'll have a look at which one are worth pulling for, which one are worth building, and we'll also have a look at the MA2s for 4 characters that have been out for a while. One of them especially seems to be piquing my interest, so why don't we delve into the summons directly and see what we're presented with. So we do have 2 banners mostly that we want to focus on for the 2 Vision cards that have been released this week. So we have the first Vision card, which is a fearsome foe appears. I think that although the stats on this card seem to be pretty good, when we'll have a look at the actual range of units that are going to take full effect of this Vision card is quite limited, as you can see on the screen. Like there's not many there's not many units that will take advantage of everything in here, which is kind of a pain. The agility up 15% may come across as enticing, but remember, this is the very limited number of units that can use all of this. And guys, you're investing minimum 10,000 free viz, 2,000 paid viz. That's a lot, you know, for only 11 units that can take advantage of it, 2 of which are not even out yet. So in my mind, this is a complete write-off. There's definitely better around, and I'll show you what is actually really good. And in my opinion, the best card that you can pull today is actually Psaro's Melody of Darkest Night. When we have a look at the stats, they kind of make sense for fire teams, so we're still getting elemental focus cards, and finally fire does get their luck up card with the agility up 15. That's actually really good. There's gonna be a unit coming up in a couple of months, Yuffie, that is gonna take full advantage of this. And if you give this card to someone, they'll get defense piercing up 20 and evasion up 5. I think that there's one unit in particular that is already out that will actually make and consolidate the fire evasion team, and it's not Valentine Eldira. We'll talk about it in the unit MA2 unit section. I guess I already spoiled who I'm talking about. Anyway, if you're not pulling for Psaro, I hope that you can still budget this card in, because for the upcoming fire, let's say sub-meta, let's call it, because obviously there aren't many fire evasion unit, this card will be pretty strong for that. Now, in regards of which banner I'll personally go for, I think we're pretty blessed with the fact that we have 2 paid banners where we can guarantee the Vision card. But guess what? For the first time in a while, we do not have pack H. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I don't have enough paid viz, and I'm definitely planning not to spend my free visor, because we're gonna have a couple of good things come in the next couple of months, and I want to make sure I'm prepared for that. So I'll wait for package to come out, and I'm definitely not investing in whatever is out at the moment. That's just way too expensive. I think making a video in regards of the cost ceiling about this game might be warranted, but you can still play this game as a free-to-play. You might need to make some sacrifices, but as a content creator, there's obviously some things that are worth having to showcase. While we're talking about Vision card, why don't we talk about the Wraith Vision card that you can pull this time around, which is a Sun-Speckled Encounter. I think this Vision card is actually pretty good. I think you should aim to max it. On the screen is the range of units that are gonna take full advantage of this card. Much more availability of units that can make full use of this card with all the specs. And what's good about this? The Human Killer physical attack, really good. And what I think is actually the best aspects about it is that you can make elemental teams with all of the buffs that this Vision card provides. So these are the 3 elements that you can make a full team with. And wind you can make a full pierce team with wind and ice, and water you can perhaps make an evasion human killer team. So it's very it gives you a lot of possibilities in regards of team building. So pretty happy that this card is kind of free. All you have to do is kill slime 5 times, and then you have to build it. So I hope that most of you get the chance to max this Vision card. Really good. Now, Let's delve into the shops. In here, there's not much that I would recommend doing, to be honest. I believe that if we scroll down into the free shop, what I actually like is the guild packs, so the burst pot packs and armor pot pad if you still need to build your equipment or need to get your limit burst for certain units. This is a pretty good way to go about it, so definitely would recommend it. From here, we can go on to the far plane because I want to start talking about the raid. Now, the raid has two enemies. The first one is Zoma, which is the main boss, and then you have the rare spawn, which is Slime. You can also build a raid item here, and although the specs for these items are mainly for the collab units, I think that is perhaps worth keeping in account that the Pierce Resistance 10 for a unit and Strike Resistance 10 will be pretty good in regards to mitigating damage from the current sleuth of strike units that have been released recently. There's always going to be a crazy person that might do a full strike team and you might not be prepared for it because a lot of units might have an innate weakness to it. And building a dodge version doesn't sound like a bad idea, to be honest, especially keeping in account the range of units that can equip this accessory. So definitely would go evade if it was me. Now, we also have two items that are getting their +6 while we're here. Soul of Thamasa and Defense Bracer. I think that the winner here is definitely Soul of Thamasa. Once you go +6, it does get increased Spirit 10, so it becomes somewhat evasive. And the difference between the stats is between step 5 and step 6, both for the Bracer and for Soul of Thamasa. So you can see how much improvement there's gonna be once you wanna go that +6 step. I don't think you need to focus too much on the Defense Bracer. Yes, the HP value for an aim is actually quite interesting. You do get over 100 HP. You might want to do a HP version of it, but personally, I think that the aim version might be something of your interest, especially with the upcoming evasion fire sub-meta that we are expecting. Now, why don't we talk about the MA2s that have been released for 4 units this time around. So, first unit, Lilith. What do I think about Lilith's upgrade? Doesn't matter what she got. Her main issue has always been lack of AP generating skills. She doesn't have many TP skills for her sub skills. So I think that although she gets a little bit more than what she had before, there's no way of mitigating or reducing her AP consumption and increasing her AP generation. So I think that unfortunately this unit has always been a write-off unless you are doing something crazy like Selection Quest and there's a slash weakness. Now I believe that Luartha is actually the winner. She does get much more attack percentage on top of her fire attack. Then she get Ice Eater +15 and AP consumption -20%. This is actually the unit I was talking about in regards of including it in a fire evasion team. She might not be as evasive of fire as Valentine Ildira and Yuffie, but there's a chance of her evading some attacks, and the agility +15 is definitely going to benefit her too. I think that Melody of Darkest Night would be best equipped to her so that she can take advantage of the penetration and a bit more evasion. And then I believe with her range, she will consolidate the 2 units, which are kind of close to medium range. So really happy with what she's got. I think I'm going to build her. Didn't build her before, but I'm definitely going to now. Now, Valric got his MA2. He's boosted in the raid, and with the fact that Zoma is weak to slash, it's not a bad idea to build him. And now he gets more defense piercing rate and slash attack resistance piercing rate +15. Might not be that useful in the raid because Zoma already has a negative percentile to his slash resistance. So yes, you might want to include him for the bonus and build a slash ice team around him. Definitely a really good idea. I'll probably do the same. And then Lemure. Although she's my favorite unit, one of my favorite unit, she does get stuff to make herself a bit bulkier. I like the fact that she gets missile resistance while haste is procced, because that means that she can keep buffing other units and she can get closer to the fight and not die in one hit. I think that was her main issue. And yeah, max HP 20% will also contribute to her survival, so pretty happy about that. And with that, that is all. Really wanted to make a quick video about my thoughts. I think that unless you are a collectionist, you should avoid a Fearsome Foe Appears vision card. You should focus on the Fire vision card and building the Raid vision card as well. Those two are actually the big winner. And in regards of building unit, if you want to go ahead and build your Fire team, Luartha is definitely gonna do you more good than bad. And yeah, definitely keen to see how good Slime is now that he can go beyond level 99. That wasn't discussed, but you already have done it, I'm sure. And with that, that is all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. You guys take care and have a good one. Bye for now.